First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions.
We got this. Hey, you ready? 21, check back 21. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
45. Mike, 45.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
45. Check 50. You better be afraid of me. Hey, 0.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Lions will take over.
We go. 60-or. It's just me and you. It's just me and you, dude.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
56.
On 2nd and 9. Stick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basket.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's it. Big hit. At the 45-yard line. Let's go now. 18 Gator. Right there, 56. Watch the slant. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Ready to break. 56. Check 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stipp. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I told.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
I'm coming.
Stick looking to throw on first and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ronald Jones, 27 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks. Go. Banjo. Mike 50, Mike 14. Yeah. I got you.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Well. Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Wilson will throw again. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Mike, 45.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run the screen with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one goes for 30 yards.
30 base. Hey, stand on. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's what I do. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stick. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Watch the safety creep.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Go out.
Now Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ronald Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys are able to regain the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check it back. Got it. Hands up. You got motion. Listen. Go. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Wilson to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Will Harris.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Here's Stick looking to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
14.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check. Alert. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, let's get in them holes. Check. Lock him. 40. Off.
On third and 1, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Go.
At the 14-yard line.
Right now. Check 9. He's coming.
Fair.
He's coming. Double up. Watch out.
Look at me. Score.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here.
They'll throw on second down his Stick, escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 99. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50, 50 to Mike. 50. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey. Shift. Watch the shift.
To throw again. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stick back to pass.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Rock it.
Tighten up.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Rolling to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here we go, 50. Mike 50.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. On first down, it's Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, this pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Safety's creeping.
First down, Seattle.
40. Hey, check one. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a long day. Alert. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Alert. Hey, check Mike. Gun. Check Mike 21. You must be getting tired of seeing this. Hey, check Mike 21.
Again, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
brings up third and 4.
Go. I'm going to run you. Big dribble.
Stick from the gun. Flushed out right. He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
30 base. Hey, wahoo! Switch up.
Off play action, it's Stick. He finds his target, it's Evans. Touchdown, Detroit! Mike Evans, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jared Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouted, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check.
Hey, check Mike 20. What is it? Check Mike 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The 18-yard line.
Check 3. 218, chop. Snap.
1st and 10, stick. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight